Hey guys, welcome to Lesson 3 of the Resume module. In this lesson, we're going to go into some greater detail on how to construct your professional summary. Now, I know there's a lot of confusion on this topic, and at the end of the day, it's not super important. I mean, everything on your resume is important, so I don't want to diminish it. But of all the sections on your resume, it's one of the least important sections because it rarely gets read. It will get read from time to time. That first section they read is your employment, your most recent employment experience. But we still want to make sure we optimize this as best we can because we want to optimize every inch of our resume as best we can, okay? So what is the professional summary? Well, here's how I want you to think about the professional summary at the top of your resume. It is your 30-second elevator pitch. Imagine that you are going to an office building, let's say McDonald's headquarters in Chicago, and you happen to get in the elevator with a CEO and you're interviewing that day. And he asks, who are you and what are you doing there? You got 30 seconds on that ride up to explain to him who you are, why you're great, and why they should hire you. And that's really how you want to think about your professional summaries. Who you are, why you're great, and why they should hire you, okay? And so, as I mentioned, like you want to tell them basically who you are, why you're great, why they should hire you, and what you're looking for, right? And we want to try and capture these things in that professional summary, okay? So how do we do that? Like, what does that mean exactly, Joe? What am I looking for? Well, things you might want to consider, and there's no hard rule on the professional summary. I'm much more strict in the other sections of the resume. Exactly, it's almost formulaic. I give you formulas as we get further into the lessons here of how to create duties, how to create accomplishments, etc. Here it's a little less formulaic because everybody's unique. You're unique, and so based on your individual circumstances, you're going to want to include maybe a little bit of different things. But these are some thought starters, things you might want to include in your professional summary. Number of years experience, if you've got 5 or 10 years or whatever. If you've got a whole bunch of experience, maybe not as much, or if you've got very little experience, maybe you don't want to include that. But this is an idea of something you can include in the professional summary. Your profession. Are you a marketer? Are you finance? Are you an accountant? Are you an engineer? Include that in your professional summary. Technical skills, especially if you have some specialized technical skills or that you want to include in the professional summary. Your key accomplishments, maybe pull out 1 or 2 or 3 of your key accomplishments from further down in your resume. You make it much more pithy here, and you just give a few words highlighting that accomplishment, but you might want to highlight that in your professional summary. Relocation, if you're looking to relocate, this is a great place to contain that. Hey, I live in Chicago and I'm moving to Dallas, right? Like that's something you can contain because one of the things you can use the professional summary is to answer obvious questions that arise from your resume. If your resume is all based in Chicago and you're applying for jobs in Dallas, that's an obvious question to an interviewer like, why are they applying for jobs in Dallas? It looks like they live in Chicago. So you can answer that question with the professional summary. What type of position are you looking for? Right? I'm looking for a marketing position or a finance position or whatever it is. You can also use the professional summary to alter if you want to chase different jobs in completely unrelated fields, like say I want to chase marketing jobs and finance jobs and engineering jobs. You can use the professional summary and slightly change what type of position you're looking for here to modify your resume and go after specific jobs. Key buckets to pull from. Like you want to pull from your accomplishments, you want to pull from your technical skills, you want to pull from your languages, you want to pull from your experiences, okay? You want to explain a relocation, as I mentioned before. You want to cite your key accomplishments as well, and any languages, right? If you're fluent in a couple languages, this is a great thing to highlight in your professional summary. Now let's go through some examples. Here's an example that I think is pretty good. I'm a recent graduate of the University of Colorado at Boulder, currently looking for an entry-level marketing position that will leverage my degree along with my marketing experience. I currently live in Southern California and I'm looking for a position in San Diego. Very clear as an interviewer and a recruiter, I know exactly who this person is, what they've done, and what they're looking for. Great. It's a really good one. Okay? Here's another one that's pretty good. I'm a recent graduate from the University of California, Irvine. I earned my degree in finance. I'm seeking an opportunity to leverage my degree along with my finance experience. I currently live in Southern California and I'm looking for a position in San Francisco. This explains a relocation, right? So it answers questions that might appear on the resume. Here's another one. Economics graduate who began work in high school to finance his college education in 3 countries, U.S., South Korea, and Switzerland. All right, so he's international, seeking a career opportunity to leverage my analytical skills and deep passion for data. It's great. I understand this is a data guy, right? I know really early on what he is, and I'm guessing he's applying for analytical jobs, and so it meshes and it helps me understand who he's at. Notice how short these are, by the way? Like, they're only a couple lines. They don't need to be huge paragraphs. Just 2 or 3 lines explaining who you are, why you're great, why they should hire you, and what you're looking for, right? Now, I include this last one. This is Kaylee's. I'm a recent graduate from UC Davis. While at university, along with my education, I was able to acquire vast experience in leadership and customer experience. Now, you can note from Kaylee's actually isn't very good. It's not a very powerful professional summary, but she's still got lots of interviews and lots of job offers. And I left it in here to make a point that don't sweat the professional summary, guys. Like, put some effort in, make it as good as you can, but you don't need to spend hours in professional summary. A couple good lines, who you are, why you're great, why they should hire you, what you're looking for, and you're good to go. That's all you need to do on a professional summary, okay? Let's move on to the more important sections. I'll see you in the next lesson.